Have you ever heard the saying that Sweden only has a government, capitalists, and common people, but no bourgeoisie? It sounds a bit strange, right? Let's dive into what that actually means. First off, what is a bourgeoisie? Traditionally, this term refers to a middle class, particularly those who own property, run businesses, and have a certain cultural and social status. They're not super rich capitalists, but they're not working class either. They often value things like high culture, prestigious education, and passing down their status to their children. So, why do people say Sweden doesn't have this group? It comes down to a few key aspects of Swedish society. The first is a strong sense of egalitarianism, or the idea that everyone is equal. In Sweden, showing off wealth is generally frowned upon. It's not that there aren't wealthy people, but there's a cultural norm to be modest about it. You won't see a lot of flashy displays of money. This cultural modesty makes it hard for a distinct status-conscious middle class to form in the way it has in other countries. Another huge factor is the Swedish welfare state. The government provides high-quality education, healthcare, and social services to everyone, regardless of their background. This means that access to a good life isn't dependent on having private wealth or family connections. You do not need to be part of a special class to get into a good university or receive top-tier medical care. This system levels the playing field and reduces the social and cultural gaps that typically define a bourgeoisie. So, who are the capitalists? These are the ultra-wealthy, the owners of major corporations like IKEA, H&M, and Volvo. They exist, for sure. But they operate on a global scale and are a very small, distinct group. Then you have the common people, which is basically everyone else. This group is incredibly diverse, including everyone from doctors and engineers to factory workers and teachers. Because of high taxes and strong unions, the income differences within this large group are relatively small compared to other nations. A doctor and a skilled tradesperson might live in similar neighborhoods, send their kids to the same schools, and enjoy similar lifestyles. They share a common reliance on and trust in the public system. This creates a society that feels more like one large middle class, rather than a society with a distinct aspirational bourgeoisie striving to separate itself from the mass. So, while it's a simplification, the saying captures a real truth about Sweden. The unique combination of cultural values and a robust welfare system has created a society with a very different structure. It's less about climbing a social ladder and more about everyone having a solid foundation. What do you think? Is this a model other countries could learn from? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this.